Hello friends, welcome you all in Maratha Vidya Prasarak Samaj, GMD Arts, BW Commerce and Science College in the PG Department of Zoology. In class TYBSc, our subject is parasitology. Today's topic is types of parasites. Presented by Srimati D.V. Jangam. In last lecture, we have discussed about the parasitology and the relationships among the organisms, in which parasitology is a main term which we have already discussed, in which the two organisms are most important: parasite, host, and third one is vector. Today we focused only on parasites. What are the parasites, how they classified, or what are the types of parasites, etc. So let's start with the types of parasite. Let's start with the topic. First, according to their location, the types of parasites are categorized. For example, if they are outside the surface or outside the body of host, then they are known as ectoparasite. Ecto means outside, outside the host body, and another second category or second type is endoparasite. Endoparasites mean inside the body. The parasites which live, multiply, or get benefited from host body while during their life inside the system. For example, endoparasites lives inside the system. For example, intestine, stomach, lungs, blood, etc. While ectoparasites complete their life cycle or dwell their life outside the host body, that is on skin, hair, or surface. The example is head louse, bedbug, and tick. The first one is ectoparasite. Ectoparasite, we know that the parasites which lives outside the body on the surface, skin, or hair of host body. Example, head louse, present on hair of infected human. Tick or mite. Tick and mite are the examples, very well known examples of ectoparasites. In case of tick present on the hairs of cattle or animals, while mite present on skin of the cattle. While mite make tunnels inside the skin or inside the epidermis of skin and injure the skin and dwell their life, complete their life cycle in that tunnel or in that wound. The injured part is infected with the mite and new generation or the eggs are laid inside the tunnel. Bedbug, further example or next example is bedbug, which is present on the skin of human and visit human body as per their need of food. Endoparasites, parasites which found inside the body, host body, which dwell their life inside the body of host. Example, Ascaris lumbricoides, that is roundworm. In the picture we can see the yellowish vermiform structure present in the pipe-like structure. The vermiform structure is a parasite known as roundworm or Ascaris, and the structure in which it is present is a intestine, human intestine. So the human intestinal parasite infection is shown in the diagram. Further, division of parasite. What are the division of parasite? How parasite divided into different divisions? We all know that organisms are of many types. First of all, by taking a primitive consideration, the first organism is a unicellular. So parasites are also unicellular. The unicellular parasites which are unicellular are known as protozoan parasite. Example is Plasmodium vivax and Entamoeba histolytica. Entamoeba histolytica and Plasmodium vivax have the similar stages of development, while adult phase is more similar. Both the adult phases are trophozoite, but the structure is different. Entamoeba histolytica have different structural component, while Plasmodium vivax has different structural components, but both are in adult phase or a mature phase which is known as trophozoite stage. The second one is helminth or vermiform structure or worm-like structure. Worm-like structure, two categories are there in worm-like structure. First one is nematode. Nematode meaning spores of the parasite directly transform into adult worm. If the spores are laid down by the adult, they are directly transformed into adult condition, grown in an adult condition. For example, whipworm. In the diagram we can see the worm is vermiform, worm-like structure, which is a nematode and which has the characteristic of direct transformation. Second is cystode. Cystode derived from word cyst. Cyst means spores are covered or a single spore is covered with thick protective covering is known as cyst. CYST, cyst. The cyst is a stage or is a protective stage of organism in which the organism can conserve their spore in unfavorable condition and can break their spore in favorable condition for germination. In favorable condition, cyst break down and spore germinates, transform into adult. Example, Taenia solium, which is commonly known as tapeworm. Tapeworm is look like a tape. It also has a hook-like structure to adhere the intestinal wall or intestinal lining of cells from inside. Whenever it is an unfavorable condition, the spores are covered with thick protective covering, and when the condition get favorable, the cyst get break down into spores and germinate into adult. After germination, it transform into adult. The next topic or next category of parasite is a subtypes of parasites. Now, subtypes of ectoparasites, subtypes of endoparasites. These two concepts we are going to see. We all know that ectoparasite is a parasite which present outside the body of host. Example, head louse, tick mite, and etc. The subtypes of ectoparasite is on the basis of their appearance, how they found, where they found, the categories are divided into three categories or three types. First one is on skin. Parasites which present on skin, for example, tick and mite. In a right corner, you can see the organism which is known as tick, which present on hair or skin. The left diagram represents the mite life cycle. Mite generally make a tunnel or injured skin layer, epidermal layer of skin of animal get inside after fertilization and lay the eggs. The fecal matter and eggs are deposited inside the tunnel, while the development of eggs are followed by one developmental stages inside the tunnel. Whenever the developmental stages are completed, the completed or adult or matured organism, matured mite comes out and get fertilized. Again, the female lay the eggs and female get died inside the tunnel. So the infection is severe and forever, because female cannot leave or female can't never leave the tunnel and fecal matter and egg deposited there. So the organism suffers from severe diseases. We are going to see in next further topic, that is life cycle of ectoparasites, where we can see the diseases in broad spectrum. Second one is head louse. Head louse present on hairs. We know that. Blood-sucking parasites. Blood-sucking parasites or blood-sucking organisms are also known as sanguivorous sanguivorous organisms. Example is mosquito and bedbug. Mosquito and bedbug puncture the skin and suck blood from small arteries. So the mouth parts of both the mosquito and bedbug are adapted for piercing and sucking type. Next, subtype of endoparasite. Endoparasites, we know that endoparasites means parasites which dwell their life inside the host body by taking nutrition. The first subtype or first category of parasite is superficial parasite. Superficial parasite means parasites which are present on the surface of alimentary canal. Parasites which are present on epithelial surface of alimentary canal are known as superficial parasite. Example is Ascaris lubricoides, that is large round worm, and second example is Ankylostoma duodenale, that is hookworm. Both the worms are present on the surface of alimentary canal, so the term is known as superficial parasite. Superficial means on the surface, not in inside. The organism presents on the surface. The lining of surface is known as superficial parasite. And second one is parasites which present inside the system are known as visceral parasite. Visceral meaning system. Parasites which present on visceral are known as visceral parasites. For example, blood parasite, that is Plasmodium vivax, lymph parasite, that is Wuchereria bancrofti, tissue parasites, guinea worm. Fourth one is organ parasite. In organ parasite, according to the organ or according to their location, the parasites are differentiated. Liver fluke present in liver, Paragonimus liver present in lungs, Entamoeba histolytica found in intestine, and fifth one is muscle parasite, that is Tinea solium. Types of parasites according to association with host. What are the types of parasites? These are the important types. The first one is facultative parasites. Parasite live temporarily and visit host body whenever food, shelter, nutrients needed or required. For example, bedbug. Bedbug suck blood from human body at the time of at the night, at the time of nocturnal period. Nocturnal means night time. Because of this need or because of requirement of food, the bedbug visits human at night time, because it is a nocturnal animal which is active at night time. So the complete parasites do not attached or do not show association for long period or for whole day or complete time with host body. The parasite is known as facultative parasites. Second one is obligatory parasite. Obligatory parasite is parasite which live permanently in or on the body of host for the need of food, shelter and nutrient. The permanent parasite never leave host body in any situation, in any condition. Example, endoparasite Plasmodium vivax and ectoparasite head louse. These are the two examples of obligatory parasites. You have to remember what is facultative parasite and what is obligatory parasite. So in today's lecture or in this video, you have to remember the definition of obligatory parasite, definition of facultative parasite with example, definition of ectoparasite, definition of endoparasite with the example, subtypes of ectoparasite and subtypes of endoparasites. These are the 4 terms are important as per the examination view. You have to clear your concept with the help of definition and example, which is very important. Thank you so much for the today's session.